How are we people? It is summertime. It's been raining this afternoon. See, oh, this is the umbrella. We call it the brolly. The brolly. Umbrella. It's wet, I'm wet. Let me take this off. And then we begin the continuation of the Diaspora series. Unadulterated, uncensored. You already know the story anyway, so I'm not mincing about. People like my kabozi. Agamba musajja gwe watu inspiring twakulabanga, but we couldn't approach you. You were up in cloud 9 natukutia. Na ate nga yewanda bana abantu. Buli omu agamba gayo ngali approachable. Gayo nga mulungi, gayo ngali sweet. That is 1999 December time, Christmas. Ye determining ebyali biddako. Naina cent, mboya kegusa ina cent. Katolo invitation ngemaze okuvaayo ya YMCA nga biringa ebyokusaaga. Program director YMCA. Tulina ba Cedric, tuzanye basketball, YMCA was the place to be. You people, you haven't had fun. Nga wala bonna abalungi bakasibiraawo. The who is who in Kampala. So, if you wanted to be somewhere, you had to be at YMCA. One day was my footprint. Nari nsomedde Makerere High. Makerere University is on the backdrop. One day. Naye olunaku lwe nafuna visa eyo natuula mu City Square zaali ssaawa 8. That's when we went to collect our passports. And each of us was being given their passport individually. Remember, we were in a group. UK study tour. UK internet promotions. That was the invitation. I have the invitation. I'll show it to you. You will see what I'm talking about. YMCA used to have so many programs. They had so many programs. YMCA. I don't know if they still do it nowadays. Hello, my friend. I see you inside there. Okay, darling. Yeah. So, the YWCA, Young Men Christian Association, Young Women Christian Association. Kakati YWCA, then it came under the president's wife. Yeah. When she set up USO, Uganda Women's Efforts to Serve Orphans, it swallowed up YWCA. Kakati, that pretty much was the downfall of YWCA. It was very, very famous for tailoring courses. Ngabana ba YWCA batunga engoye zezikati back in the day, people, you don't know these things. Engoye latest fashion walinga already made, waone made to measure nga ofuna catalog, you get a catalog. Bwavanga eno London abantu babuleetanga obutabo obwo latest season kati ng'otwala ne bakutungira that fashion nobeera ku mulembe. Bwe twakolanga empola zange zonna muziraba baziyita mpande. Oyagala mpande. Empande yali egulwako empale y'olupande ne bakupimako ne bajambala. Waliwo n'omusajja bamuyita Tusuubira Tailors. Yalina neighbor wange Kamoocha, mwami Tusuubira. Yalina edduuka awo ku opposite Pioneer Mall. Naye atunga empale. Kakati ngolo zo esaati zive eno Dubai sijui Hong Kong abasuubuzi bazireetanga ng'ozigula mu dazini oba mukaaga. Before the boutiques came around, noleko masamasa mu kibuga. The 1999 people. Nali mwambazi. Nteguse yambalanga. Nyambala blue, yellow, red, stripe, kakobe. All the colors I had them. Wardrobe. Vubuka, bebaito obuvubuka. Noleko vuge motoka no sowola. Kampala. Kegos bipya gwe tuwaito ebiraba waito wali wabiraba dda. So kati ku Bulaaya kuno tewaliwo kipya. Mufuna bulungi. Tunyumya mboozi. This is Diaspora series mbawabuwi kasavu kanyama. So tumalirize kya USO. To date, sijja bagamba nti nina any idea about YWCA. Nga balina n'ebivaani nga bitambula mu kibuga omwo abaana kati usually baali nga ba senior for vacation ne A-level. If you didn't go to university or if you didn't go to any of this higher education wakomaawo kyebayitaga tertiary education, Kyambogo technical, TTC, sijui Nakawa TTC before it became MUBS yali technical, Nakawa business school. It wasn't even part of Makerere. So that is the Kampala I'm looking at in 99. Mfuna visa in January. Mumanye the fracas that happened at the airport. But I knew the dawn of the millennium was going to be a new beginning. Waliwo excitement ya amaanyi nnyo ekyebayita millennium 1999 bag. Mujukira bag ya virus jaba 99 computer zigenda kudde mabega ensegwayo bitebyo nabyo n'abalokole everybody was on a panic mood. That's 1999. So that's the wind of change that was blowing around Kampala. Kenalinye nyonyi. When I boarded the plane, I knew this was a new chapter in my life. But I came back because it was just a holiday. Came on holiday to spend. I have money. I don't care. So, but then, little did I know that my vision, things began to change. I was getting at that age where you feel like you need to achieve things that if you haven't done them, you will never do them. You've left? You're going, buddy?
Finish.
Okay, all right then. Okay, brother. All right. Nti siba kujja kusoma mu 2001. Nali sijja kubisomayo. There was no reason. No one was pushing me. But I was, I had this dream. My mom had inspired me a lot. I don't know, but I felt it was unfinished business. Era kyannuma nnyo when I graduating in 2004 nga taliiwo. I was alone my graduation day. So, but it was like a pipe dream. It was come to an end. That's when I packed up everything and returned back to Uganda. Indefinitely, I will return back in 2004 December. But then, as they say, fate. I had done so much in the 4 years condensed together. I've achieved academically. I've been to the US, I've been to France, I've been where, I've been because I had the capability of doing all that. I had the money, my own money. Not anybody sponsoring me or whatever. No, it was me finding my place. So, when I returned in 2005, it was, people will ask me, people will ask nosy questions. What was your purpose in life at that time? What was your purpose in life at that time? You're talking about, you're talking about. You know when we came, Jim? I was being... When you reflect where you are coming from, you envision something else. Nengamba, I need to settle down, and that was my own decision. Nobody made it for me, because previously no one had ever made decisions for me. I've always made my own decisions amicably, be it who to love, be it what to do, be it... It's like people chastised me. People were like, you spend what, this and that. You bought a Mercedes Benz for this woman, this, or you built a house. What? Those are materialistic things. But what would I have done at that time? Ask me a question. What would you have done, and what was going on at that time in your life? If you were a 25-year-old billionaire. Anyway, kakati abakazi abalungi nga mbagadde. Paka kuba Miss Uganda, mbozi sizo najigendamu, people are happily married now, nabagamba. Mikwano jange. Benayagaliza, benakolera ebintu ebirungi, nababereranga wone enkola kino bitabyo, everything. But it was compensating for something. Between all that mishmash, I would find my place. Abakazi nani gabye sitolinga ne Bettina yaliwo. Today kucha mama wo mwana wange. Kiraba? So that question has always hung in the balance. You abandoned her, wamulekawo yali mwana moto. No. Kubi yali alabyeko. N'obulamu bwe nalimu. She didn't really fit in anywhere. It couldn't work. It couldn't. Because, first of all, nachakala nnyo. People even still ask, Ochari mulamu. No, of course. Between a discipline, sichibabulira. Rabia Mungu. Hey! Bwe buvubuka kati generation ono wenda banti n'abaana bastruggling abati tebalabye ensi fe wetwa coming around, maybe because I was more like an enigma. They put me on a very higher pedestal. Kati nemukolera ebintu bingi nnyo. Ekyo I am very, very honest about it. Businesses nazimukolera, nemugulira ettaka, nemuwa ssente azimbe ennyumba ennabweru, akole byayagala, nemuteeka mu dduuka Mabirizi Plaza eyo gye mulabeeyo nga bakagijjako omusenyu. Do whatever you want to do. Ne siraba wetubeera incompatible. We are not compatible. Siraba wo. Kiraba. Kyamuluma nnyo kyenaita betrayal. Yes. But me, I had moved on. Era nezijja ku Bulaaya kuno nga ndi very, very critical of one thing. Okuleeta omuntu wano gw'omujja Uganda ne woba ali omwagala. Omukazi gono yagala alina kubeera nga ali mu kintu ky'olimu, muli two and two pair. That's it. 2 and 2 tisibya arm's length stress nalinjirabyo already kati people thought webandaba especially when I settled in Ghana in 2005 ndi nakajja. I had been 5 years here. 5 years here. Naleka abakazi mu America benandiyagadde so musiba bili siba satu. It is just a decision nenjikola kakati mu 2011 nabagamba mu video yasembayo chapter 26 nti I think she made a lot of mistakes with her life. Yali mwana mutono ye. Daba. Yakola. Now people would say it is because Kegus Wamua said they used to give her a lot of money. Eh? You are trying to put a masking tape on the problem. Yes, buddy. Now, the question would be, Bettina benazimbira amayumba zikalina Bettina benagulia zi Mercedes Benz bonga ba moving on nabafuna nabasajja nabawasa ngatenda in my face. So there was a lot of damage emotionally in my private life. Ndikubulaya kati olwo paka 2011 bwenfuna obutuuze era ekyo ekyavaawo. That was another page opened. By then I had somebody in my life. Mumumanyi abamanyi kuva 2006. It's not always been whatever. It enter rocket science. Dikego sa ino kubeera n'omukazi. Yani oyo. Ani oyo asobola kegusi. Musajja oyo nga wanti olutya n'okukulaaya naye ate kati kiriwo ekiti twali mu generation emu ffenna. We were all in the same generation. Twesanze kuno and abazungu baaliwo on my roster benali njagaddeko so omusi babiri si basatu naye tekyagattanga bulungi tekyangattiranga bulungi nnyo kyokyo I'll confess that ekyo mujja kitegeera mu maaso eyo ebifaananyi bya bibalaga nayina omufalansa mugagga muyitirivu nnyo naye ndabye ku ssente so sente teziba kipya nnyo nayina omu english yalina ssente mpitirivu nnyo but kyali tekigatta. I'm a free spirit and byalinga biwanvu nnyo the drama bita byonna ajja ku apartment yange ate asangamu alala asangawo mulala but you always have so many women friends. Hey you baby kati it is a cocktail mishmash. Mumanyi mishmash cocktail tekamu kyonna kyoyagala. So by 2012 ngenda okudde Uganda nga ndi mulala kyannuma nnyo. I was hurt by the fact that I was now a new person. Nali mulala nga setegeera ndaba nti kati Uganda sigimanyi. I'm like a tourist. Era kigamba n'omuntu ngandi I feel like a tourist. Ne bannambuza nanga tukutwaleko ku Wilson ku Johnson ku Lumu nga buli kimu kyakyuka dda. New faces, new people sina gwe nzijukira. Antonio's Pioneer Mall ng'ekyaliwo. Was it? Naye ng'ekyuse. Nga mulimu there were faces I still used to remember who used to work there. In fact, n'omuvubuka omundozi yakati yagaggawala. Antonio's gye ngamba restaurant. That was my base. Mwe nakasibiranga ne laptop yange. Tusooka okukwata laptop mu Kampala. Computer naina cafe opposite. Awali Centenary, yali KCC Clubhouse where my dad used to preside over patron supporters, whatever. KCC Football Club. Nga bagifuula sijui whatever. Nempangisamu omwo in computer bureau. Yenna bye set up. 2012. I remember it was July when I came back. Okumanya nali for a nakat naswana mu hotel Frobel mmanyi Frobel Road Tana Hotel nanyiniyo Frank mukwano gwange nangano Patrick nga bakagigula nawo nasulamu omwezi gumu n'ekitundu, that is 8 weeks. Era banona nakukisaawe nangamba Patrick nja kukusuza ntwalaga 2 per night nimugamba sente zibaleemu papapa nziwayaringa banona nakukisaawe banvugamu because I remember that day. I arrived in the morning, 6 in the morning in Entebbe Airport. That was my first experience to see Uganda from above in the morning. Netulandinga. Then we had to drive to. My son was studying in Global Academy, Global Junior School in Mukono. Because that was the main reason I was in Uganda. Mama was food there. The mama died in April, May, June, July. So for 4 months down the line, I come away Uganda. Yeah, I remember it was summer break. My first year at university. Olonganzeyo okusoma. Bile nebintu mubimanyi. Naye nga tewaliwo kyali kinkomyawo Uganda at that time. Nengamba nti kankomewo omwana ono mukolere paperwork. Muleete London. Mufuna bulungi nnyo. These things, when people look at things, they look at things at an emotional level. Tetulina emotions abamu nti ebintu tujja kubeera tubeera you're sensitive. No, this is it. Nyamugamba nga ndabye kusomero twatukana ku makya saawa zaalinga 3 nga bagenda mu morning classes and all that. Nendaba abasomesa was very happy to see me. He had not seen me for a long time. Probably mama inga amutakamu ebigambo ebintu abakazi babikola nnyo. You incultivate hatred or something. Omwana nga yali tansubira nakundabako. Taita subira baba. Nemuganga nakutwala London. Nagala osome omalako P7. Era nzirayo ngenda kukutwala. Ukiraba? Ku myaka gye yalina yali 10. He was 10 years old. Kati vision nayo n'agifuna. That vision that my dad is a good person. My dad has come back to see me. Ukiraba? Kati entalo oba olutalo maama we yali anziguddeko olwo nalonja dduba wa mboozi ndala. She waged a very bitter war on me, the late, because despite the fact that I was supporting her, over because he allows her, because azadde omwana, she had leverage. Naye ate ba Bettina abataninako anything, naye ate nga Bettina yanjirawo n'omusaayi. I did so many things for Bettina. Kegusi era akambuwadde sibalimba ebintu bino biwanvu ze stories zange teziva just about. Mugoberere series zino nze mbagire kamu. Nali City Boy, Kampala Boy, nsomedde mu Kampala Erevo. Kibuga nkitegeera. Nasomera ddala ku Makerere High, nayegaza abantu Makerere High. My year was the best. Subsequently, the school had to move to Migadde. Mujjukira development finga bazimba ali ku gundi ku Kubiri Bina, what happened? I will know story now. Wow. Why Makerere High was denied the opportunity to develop? Could be. Banya bandi bakuba Makai. In Masomero, private schools. Kisubika, Musanjagala ya mkono gwa muzeyi wange. Mperere Gaza Road Chebando. Yampanga ne lift. Tulina ba Florence ne Esther ne mugana wabe John. Ba John alidda wa John nkulamusiza John nonyako. Wali musajja wange nnyo wanjiranga wo mubiri kegus. Tusoma ku Mark High. Nabagamba nandibadde doctor. Nayingira science class, PCB, physics, chemistry and biology. When nasoma first term nasoma about 3-4 weeks. Nenkyusa nenzira mu science, mu arts class. Enjoying about Victor and when all my course was there. That's why I was very close to Jennifer. There's another girl called Okumu by Atugonza. Yes, Jennifer. When you in science class. Twalikum class here before I went to the arts and where I would shine. I'm talking about my Makerere High and Libiwan when you Uncle Mane, Kegus Omugaga, and the rest is history. The rest is history, people. You remember that? Makerere High. Ero lunaku lwetumaliza ku Makerere High School. Twali tulina show. Njaba story no Burundi ya Makerere High. Makindye. What was the place? Remind me, people. What was the place? The Emperor's place. I've forgotten the name. Livers Party Diari.
How many? How fair? It's not even 5 here.
I remember that night was so much. It was. I had organized mine. Mwekos. Nendale wande geya. Tulina bakasule ndine ba Gilbert Okero wani wana. That's the last time I see most of those people. The only time we meet again is when our results have a fracas. Our results erevo babi kwati deyo. And then we were campaigning together with the Ministry of Education to meeting out with Uganda Road Library, parents and all that. We are complaining to UNEB because a petition. When my mom really saw what was going on, and I'm like, Patrick, you're going to go to Nairobi. I could have gone to campus and, of course, paid. Let's say private sponsorship. Movie 1.5 female students were being given 1.5 points extra on their admission, which put an unfair disadvantage. So all the courses used to fill up quickly. Missed out. Ngangenda Kenya. Hey, Diaspora Kenya. So kakati byebyo. Tuli ku 2012 ndi Uganda. Kegusali Uganda nkomyewo. I was meant to be in Uganda for 2 weeks. I end up spending 8 weeks in Uganda. Are you with me? So the 8 weeks, that is the last time. That is 13 years ago. Mfuna bulungi nnyo sagala mpeo mugambe naye musajja gwe, what was wrong with you, what was kino jabu zino tatulabako nokola kino kola ki. Nali busy. One, I was running around putting paperwork together ebyomwana. 2, waliyo olumbe e Masaka buli kimu kyokwatako buli kimu ssente kegusa omugagga akomyewo taata w'omwana all that gibberish nekyo kyakyenakola ebintu ebyantwalya time byali bingi obudde bwadduka nga ndi Uganda era nenninyanyonyi nenkomawo September nakomawo August nga gwako because I had to be back in class for September. Kati yeye mbozi mpanvu yemutamanyi. These people amuse me. You guys, okay. So we are going to continue. This is chapter 27. A lot of explosive revelations coming up. Byemutamanyi nze byembabulira. Nagala mulabe mutegeere nti I'm 54 this year, next week. It has not been just 54 years. Things that have passed by me. Okay. We continue the series, people. Bagalanyo, same old.